Hey everyone, welcome back. In Part 5, we plunged into the rich narrative depths of Atomfall, uncovering its non-linear storytelling, intricate character arcs, and the hidden lore that makes its world come alive. We explored how symbolism and immersive narrative design combine to challenge conventional storytelling, inviting you to piece together the untold story behind every element of the game. Now, as we wrap up our narrative journey, get ready for the next phase. In Part 6, Critics Weigh In, Atomfall Reviewed by IGN, Rock Paper Shotgun, and Wccftech, we'll shift our focus to expert opinions. We'll dive into balanced critiques and praise from top gaming publications to see how the industry views Atomfall's ambitious design and storytelling. Trust me, you won't want to miss this insightful discussion. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our deep dive episodes. Stay tuned and join us for Part 6. Atomfall has sparked considerable debate among critics, and understanding these perspectives is essential to grasping the game's impact on both audiences and the industry. In this section, we dissect the major reviews, each representing a unique lens through which Atomfall is evaluated, and compare their insights to provide a comprehensive overview of the game's reception. By examining the nuances in these reviews, we can see how Atomfall simultaneously excels in areas such as innovation and artistic direction, while also facing critique in narrative cohesion or pacing. This multifaceted analysis not only contextualizes the game within its genre, but also illuminates the broader trends in modern game criticism. IGN's review of Atomfall is characterized by its enthusiastic appreciation for the game's technical achievements and atmospheric depth. The publication highlights several core strengths. Technical mastery. IGN applauds the game for its innovative control systems, fluid movement, and the seamless integration of classic gameplay elements with modern mechanics. The review particularly notes the refined combat dynamics and layered puzzles that challenge the player in engaging ways. Immersive atmosphere. The review emphasizes how Atomfall's visual artistry and audio design contribute to a fully immersive experience. Detailed environmental storytelling and adaptive soundscapes are cited as key factors in drawing players into the world. Narrative nuance. While celebrating the game's ambition in storytelling, IGN acknowledges that Atomfall's narrative sometimes requires players to piece together its fragmented lore. However, this approach is seen as a deliberate choice that rewards exploration and active engagement. Balanced critique. Although predominantly positive, IGN does not shy away from mentioning that certain pacing issues and moments of narrative ambiguity can detract from the overall experience. This balanced critique serves to underscore the game's strengths while offering constructive feedback. Rock Paper Shotgun's review adopts a more critical stance, providing a counterpoint to the praise found in other reviews. Technical innovation with caveats. The publication praises Atomfall for its bold design choices and technical innovation. However, it also questions whether these innovations always translate into a cohesive gameplay experience. The review points out that while the mechanics are impressive, they occasionally overshadow the narrative, leaving some gameplay sequences feeling disjointed. Narrative and pacing concerns. Rock Paper Shotgun is more critical of the game's narrative pacing. The review contends that the story, while rich in potential, is sometimes let down by uneven pacing and moments where the plot feels underdeveloped. This critique is balanced by an acknowledgement that the game's environmental storytelling partially compensates for these shortcomings. Aesthetic and atmosphere. Despite its criticisms, the review concedes that the game's visual and audio design are among its strongest points. The interplay of light, color, and dynamic sound is highlighted as a powerful element that elevates the overall experience, even if the narrative structure does not always keep pace. Invitation for discussion. By questioning some of the game's design decisions, Rock Paper Shotgun invites players and critics alike to engage in a broader conversation about what makes a game truly cohesive. This approach reflects a commitment to not only evaluating Atomfall, but also to understanding the evolving standards of game design and storytelling. Wccftech's review, often seen as a detailed breakdown of technical and visual elements, provides yet another perspective on Atomfall. Technical performance and optimization. Wccftech offers a granular analysis of Atomfall's technical execution, commending the game for its stable performance across platforms and its effective use of modern rendering techniques. The review details how advanced lighting, particle effects, and a robust physics engine contribute to the game's immersive quality. Environmental storytelling. The review delves into the specifics of environmental design, highlighting how every element, from the decay of structures to the interplay of natural elements with human artifacts, is meticulously crafted to support the narrative. This focus on detail underscores a belief that Atomfall's world-building is one of its most commendable features. Balanced critique on story integration. Wccftech acknowledges that while the technical and aesthetic elements are executed with finesse, the integration of narrative with gameplay can sometimes feel forced. The review suggests that, at times, the reliance on environmental clues and fragmented lore may leave players wishing for a more direct narrative delivery. Holistic evaluation. Ultimately, Wccftech presents a holistic view of Atomfall, one that celebrates its technical and artistic accomplishments while offering measured criticism regarding narrative execution. This nuanced perspective reinforces the idea that the game's ambition is both its strength and its challenge. Across the board, critics agree on several points. Technical innovation. All reviews highlight Atomfall's technical achievements. Whether it's the fluidity of movement, advanced rendering techniques, or adaptive audio systems, there is a consensus that the game pushes the boundaries of what is technically possible in modern gaming. Atmospheric richness. The immersive quality of Atomfall's visual and auditory design is repeatedly praised. Critics note that the game's ability to evoke mood and guide players through its world is a standout element that significantly enhances the overall experience. Environmental storytelling. There is broad appreciation for the game's use of its environment to convey narrative depth. The way Atomfall embeds lore in every visual cue, from crumbling architecture to symbolic imagery, is lauded as an innovative method of storytelling that rewards exploration and curiosity. Despite these commonalities, the reviews diverge notably in their assessments of narrative integration. Narrative complexity versus clarity. While IGN views the fragmented narrative as a deliberate design choice that encourages player engagement, Rock, Paper, Shotgun, and, to some extent, Wccftech critique it for lacking cohesion. The debate centers on whether the narrative's indirect delivery enhances replayability and depth, or if it leads to unnecessary confusion and pacing issues. Pacing and emotional impact. The differing opinions on pacing also highlight a fundamental tension in Atomfall's design. Some critics argue that the slow, measured pacing builds atmosphere and allows for thoughtful engagement with the world's lore. Others suggest that this same pacing can sometimes stall the momentum, causing the narrative to feel episodic rather than seamlessly integrated. Balancing innovation and accessibility. Another area of divergence is how well the game balances its innovative mechanics with accessibility. While all reviewers appreciate the technical mastery, Rock, Paper, Shotgun expresses concern that certain innovations, particularly in narrative delivery, might alienate players who prefer a more straightforward story. This discussion touches on a broader question in game design: how much abstraction in storytelling is acceptable in the pursuit of innovation? The varied perspectives offered by IGN, Rock, Paper, Shotgun, and Wccftech reveal much about the state of modern game criticism. They demonstrate that multifaceted evaluations are essential. Modern games like Atomfall cannot be pigeonholed into simple categories of good or bad. Instead, they require multifaceted evaluations that consider technical prowess, narrative ambition, and emotional resonance. Subjectivity and experience. The divergent views on narrative and pacing underscore that gaming experiences are inherently subjective. What one critic finds to be a masterful blend of subtlety and engagement, another may perceive as overly ambiguous and slow. This subjectivity is a hallmark of a dynamic and evolving medium. The role of expectations. Expectations play a significant role in how a game is received. Publications that have traditionally celebrated technical innovation may be more forgiving of narrative experimentation, whereas critics with a focus on storytelling might find the same experimental approach lacking. This dynamic illustrates how audience expectations shape critical reception. Beyond mere evaluation, these reviews serve as valuable feedback for developers, identifying strengths to build upon. The unanimous praise for Atomfall's technical and atmospheric achievements provides a clear signal for developers about what is working well. Future updates or sequels might expand upon these strengths, further refining the immersive qualities that set the game apart. Addressing critiques constructively. The criticisms regarding narrative pacing and clarity offer constructive avenues for improvement. By considering these points, developers can work to strike a more effective balance between innovative storytelling and accessible narrative progression. Inspiring broader discussions. The dialogue among critics encourages a broader discussion within the gaming community about the evolving standards of interactive storytelling. Such discourse can influence not only future titles, but also the way narratives are constructed and presented in games moving forward. Our comprehensive exploration of Atomfall's various dimensions, from gameplay mechanics and audiovisual design to narrative structure, finds many echoes in the reviews discussed above. For instance, technical and artistic achievements. Our deep dive into the technical and artistic aspects of Atomfall aligns with the praise from IGN and Wccftech. The detailed descriptions of dynamic lighting, adaptive audio, and robust physics underpin the critical acclaim for the game's immersive design. Narrative and environmental storytelling. Our exploration of narrative devices and environmental storytelling resonates with IGN's emphasis on fragmented lore that rewards exploration. At the same time, the nuanced discussion of pacing and nonlinear narrative structure reflects the concerns raised by Rock Paper Shotgun regarding the balance between innovation and narrative clarity. Player-centric design. The analysis of player agency and interactive storytelling in our review is echoed in the critiques and praise from all three sources. The acknowledgement of player-driven narratives as a double-edged sword, enhancing replayability while risking narrative fragmentation, is a recurring theme in both our analysis and the external reviews. For players, understanding the spectrum of critical perspectives can enhance the gaming experience in several ways. Informed expectations. Awareness of the diverse opinions on narrative pacing and structure can help players approach Atomfall with informed expectations. Those who appreciate atmospheric, exploratory storytelling may find the game deeply rewarding, while others might be more critical of its ambiguity. Active engagement. The interactive nature of Atomfall's storytelling encourages players to engage actively with the game world. Knowing that the narrative is partly constructed through exploration and environmental cues can transform the act of playing into a more immersive, investigative experience. Broader appreciation. Even when faced with critiques, players can appreciate the game's ambition and technical innovation. Recognizing that the game is pushing boundaries in multiple areas fosters a greater appreciation for its overall contribution to the evolution of interactive storytelling. The comparative analysis of reviews reveals that Atomfall is a game of many layers, each critic highlighting different facets of its ambitious design. While IGN celebrates the game's technical mastery and immersive atmosphere, Rock Paper Shotgun challenges the coherence of its narrative delivery, and Wccftech offers a balanced appraisal that underscores both strengths and areas for growth. This synthesis of perspectives underscores a fundamental truth about Atomfall. Its complexity invites a range of interpretations, each valid in its own right. The interplay between technical innovation, narrative ambition, and artistic expression makes Atomfall a rich subject for discussion. A game that, despite its imperfections, pushes the boundaries of modern interactive storytelling. In this comparative analysis, we see that the divergent views are not indicative of a failed design, but rather a vibrant dialogue about the future of gaming. The critiques and commendations together serve as a mirror reflecting the evolving expectations of players and critics alike. They also highlight the inherent challenge of balancing innovation with clarity, a challenge that many contemporary titles face as they strive to redefine what it means to tell a story in a digital medium. As we move forward in our comprehensive review, these critical insights provide a foundation for understanding Atomfall not just as a collection of mechanics and visuals, but as an evolving narrative experience that continues to inspire debate and reflection. The perspectives of IGN, Rock Paper Shotgun, and Wccftech collectively enrich our analysis, offering a multidimensional view of a game that dares to innovate while engaging deeply with its audience.